Welcome to day 4 of our Hatha Surya Namaskar challenge. In today's focus, we are looking at our downward facing dog a little bit more, and naturally that will lead us into hand and feet activation, also in some of the other poses in the sequence. So let's go. So nothing accidental in our practice. We want an arch in our foot. And if you don't naturally have an arch, lift your toes, and you can work on keeping your toes lifted for a long while. I actually did it for years. My feet are naturally, or were naturally, quite flat. So if you can keep an arch in your foot, you spread your toes wide and you place them down on the floor evenly, and now there's a lift. We have a lift energetically up through the body. So let's begin, I guess. Pressing the floor away actively, so rebounding that energy up through your body by pressing down through the feet. And then exhale, bowing in, forward folding. Inhale, step the right foot back, lower the back knee, equestrian pose. Exhale, step back, floor half plank. Heels over toes if you're in full plank. Lower your knees, hold the breath. Knees, chest and chin, fingers wide. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Press your feet into the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. The first cue, spread your fingers really wide so we can distribute the weight. So fingers really wide as you can bring them. You should feel a stretch. And then actively push the floor away with your hands. Right heel, right foot, right thumb, equestrian pose. Inhale. On the exhalation, Uttanasana, still an arch in our feet, lifting the energy up through the inner thighs. And then press down through those feet actively, upward salute. Hands back into Anjali Mudra, left side. So let's create that arch in our foot. Push down, so root to rise. Push down through the feet like you have roots. And then exhale, bowing in. Left foot, equestrian pose. I'm on my fingertips here, you'll notice. Step back into your plank. If you're strong enough, full plank. Most people aren't. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Your fingers are wide, right? You're resisting the floor, pressing through the hands. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, reversal into your downward facing dog. Find your breath. You're doing perfectly, guys. The cues never end. So we don't really finish learning in our yoga practice, so enjoy the process. So now we're pressing through the hands, hopefully, and you really want to press through here. You keep staying your down dog, but press through the knuckles where the knuckles meet the fingers. Here tends to lift. Is there space in your shoulder joints? Spaciousness. Left heel, left thumb. Again, I'm on my fingertips so I can draw my shoulders back. Exhale, Uttanasana, arch in our foot. We're lifting up through the inner shins and inner thighs. Press down through the feet to unfurl. Hands back into Anjali Mudra. So think of everything, and in yoga, really energetic. We're lifting the energy up through the body. So feet are very, very active, like they're straws. We're suctioning the energy up through our feet. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the head right side. Fan out the toes. Exhale, Phalakasana, plank. Press through the hands, so active hands. Lower the knees, hold the breath. Knees, chest and shin. Again, press through the hands. As we come into our Bhujangasana, press all toes down, including the pinky toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, my knees are bent here, right? The beginning of our salute to the sun. So I can tip my tailbone back, my sit bone's backing up. And again, rather than slumping with the chest, it's a contradiction then, to stretch my sternum forward. How powerful is that? Right heel kicks the right buttock, step the foot up towards the right foot. Equestrian pose. Again, turn your hands like dinner plates. If that works for you, for your anatomy, left foot joins the right, bowing in. Use your feet. We're pressing through the ball of the foot as we come to stand. That's what restacks us. Exhale, hands back into Anjali Mudra. Awareness into your feet, left side. They're straws. So you should feel you're lifting the energy up through to your low belly, through the feet. Exhale, bowing in. Step the left foot back. Again, like we're turning the creases of the elbows inwards and slightly forward, if that works for you. Exhale, Phalakasana. Fingers are wide here again. We're pressing through the knuckles of the hands. Lower the knees. Knees, chest and chin. Let's focus on our feet again. It's a little lift. We don't jam through the low back, but press through the feet. Stay as low as you need to. It's all good. And then exhale. Downward facing dog. Thinking of it all as energy, lifting the energy up, really helps with the physicality actually. So not jamming the low back. If we think of we're lifting the energy up through the body, it really helps not to focus on performance. To get the muscles firing up correctly. Now, as I rock from the balls of my feet to my heels, surprise, surprise, I'm still focusing on an arch in my foot. So actually, you'll notice, you stay in your down dog, but that, when you do that, the outside of the foot is pressing down into the floor. It's not just the inside. And that rotates the shin bone out underneath the knees, like Tadasana. Ooh, I think it's our right foot. Right foot steps to the right thumb, lower the back knee. Equestrian pose. Just notice elbows. So there's a spaciousness, that's the idea. So make sure the idea is working. Spaciousness in the shoulders, Uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Press through the balls of the feet to tuck the tailbone, stack the vertebra, One at a time. Don't jam your low back here, right? That's why the C-shaping. Exhale, hands back into Anjali Mudra. Last time. Let's enjoy it a little bit more. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Feet to sit bones, lift the energy. Step the left foot back. Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, Phalakasana. You're pressing, remember, you stay where you are, pressing through here, pressing through here, pressing through the fingertips. Lower the knees, hold the breath, knees, chest and chin. Bhujangasana, press lightly through the hands, press through the feet. Is there space in your low back or is it jamming? Stay low if you need to. It's a back squeeze. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep going, stay as you are. I'll just show you by me lowering my knees. We're pressing through here and pressing through all of the finger pads. Make sure you're pressing through here. This tends to lift and through your thumb pad as well. And then you can lift. You can send your sit bones back and up. You can really lengthen. Make sure the hamstrings aren't getting in the way. And now find the spaciousness around the shoulder joint by remembering the eyes of the elbows facing inward, slightly forward. If that creates space in your shoulder joints. Now, do you feel like you've loads of space in your shoulder joints? Left foot, left thumb, Ashvasanchalanasana. Are you still energizing your shoulders by working your hands? Uttanasana. You'll notice sometimes I lift my toes to re-establish an arch. Now we're pressing through here, through the balls of the feet to re-establish an arch. Is what I was saying. Lift from your feet, energy up through the body. Exhale, hands back into Anjali Mudra. I hope those fine-tuning points have really transformed your practice. That's what it should do. Thank you.